Unfiltered. Like you're in another world, like you zoned out. You know what I'm saying?
Hello and welcome to Unfiltered. I'm your host, Georgii Speakman. Today we're diving into a topic that feels particularly close to my heart: best utilizing your God-given gifts. This is a personal realization I've had over these several years of personal and creative pursuits. This episode is about celebrating the unique talents, abilities, and passions you've been blessed with, not for the sake of fame or superficial recognition, but for the pure joy of creating, sharing, and expressing yourself as you were divinely designed to do. So I want to touch on the obsession with fame, which has become what I want to term as like more of a profound sort of illness in society, in mainstream culture. It's a cultural obsession with fame that has kind of become like the elephant in the room. It's undeniable. Everywhere we look, people seem to be chasing notoriety like it's the ultimate validation. Social media, reality TV, and the endless parade of influencers who have created this illusion that fame is not just attainable, but necessary for happiness, fulfillment, and success. But of course, the reality is that less than 0.1%, or even less, of the population even achieves true fame. And even for those who do, fame isn't a guarantee of fulfillment. Fame as we know it can be fleeting, very isolating, and even detrimental to one's mental health, lifestyle. You won't be able to just step out and go grab your coffee at your local coffee store, run into Target to buy whatever. It can definitely be detrimental to one's lifestyle, love life, and so much more if it's not aligned with who you truly are. I.e., you might become famous for work you're not even that proud of, or get involved with people that are just simply do not have your best interests in heart. So why do so many of us equate our worth or success with being famous as though it's the only end goal and the ultimate validation point? A different and healthy perspective entails simply utilizing your gifts for joy, connection, and creative gratification. What if we flip the script? What if your gifts were given to you not to make you famous, but to simply make you happy, to inspire you, to bring light and connection to the people closest to you, as a form of giving, as a form of emotional release and empowerment? What if the world pursued their gifts purely as nothing more than the highest form of their own creative expression? Maybe, just maybe, these issues surrounding perfectionism, competition, and even self-loathing just might dissipate because you're doing all of it for none other than you, because you can, without the fear of judgment or caring what others might think. Your talents, whether they're in art, writing, music, leadership, problem solving, or anything else, are expressions of the divine. They are a reflection of the image of God within you. And their true purpose isn't to impress strangers, it's to bring joy, meaning, and love into your life and the lives of others. And by the way, you can still make great money from all of those efforts and experiences too. Achieving commercial success or fame isn't the only way to actually benefit monetarily from your God-given gifts. So let's look at why fame might not actually be the answer for all. Because if you're chasing fame as a measure of your worth, here are a few truths to consider if you haven't already. Fame is obviously external. Fulfillment is obviously internal. Chasing external validation can never replace the inner satisfaction of creating something meaningful for you. That's your voice, your time, your art, your efforts. It should ultimately make you happy. Fame doesn't equate to love. Love is built through connection, self-love, not recognition. The people who truly love you will value you for who you are, but only if you do, not for how many followers or accolades you have. In fact, in a great deal of instances, fame often changes people and not for the better. So I'm not entirely sure fame equals greater internal happiness at all, even if money hypothetically does provide you with more freedom. Or does it? Fame is fleeting. Impact is enduring. Even if fame comes your way, it's often temporary. The impact of your gifts, however, can last a lifetime if shared completely authentically. We all know that even the famous actors, musicians, whoever in the world, for example, are hot when they're hot and not when they're not. Their worth or validation in industry or from a fame monitor can vary tremendously based on the project or awards or like that type of validation. We all know that there are major peaks and troughs. And so how are you going to manage your happiness and joy amidst those peaks and troughs and not continue to fight for bigger, better, more and become obsessed from an egoic standpoint? That's very dangerous to the heart and soul and mind, not to mention body. So let's focus on creating for joy, not recognition, and the beauty around creating for the right reasons. Here are some ways to reframe your approach to best utilizing your gifts. Create for you. Create for yourself. Let your talents without judgment be a source of joy and self-expression. Paint, write, sing, start a podcast, or build because it makes your soul happy. Achieving that genuine soul happiness is actually what we're all striving for anyway. Share with intention. Share your creations with those who matter to you. Number one, of course, yourself, but friends, family, and your trusted community. The connection you'll foster is far more meaningful than likes or applauses from strangers. But if it results in that for you as well, amazing, great for you, but don't make it a primary focus. Celebrate the process. Focus on the journey and not the destination, because literally life is a journey, not a destination. So should your path to creativity or whatever. The act of creating is often more fulfilling than the outcome itself anyway. That's why we create to begin with. We create because it makes us happy, because we feel a need. So create from that place of joy, of just purely expressing self as a part of the journey, not as some type of destination. And honor the gift, honor your gifts. Recognize that your abilities are sacred. They are most likely sacred to you. In fact, I'm pretty friggin' positive they are. So use them as a way to connect with God, to honor the divine within you, and to bring goodness into the world, because you will naturally inspire others. I also want to touch on the beauty of a smaller stage, because I personally really value these beautiful moments of creativity and connection. I spoke recently about human connection and touching on some of this stuff, because not every gift needs a big audience. Some of the most profound creations or connections happen in intimate settings. A song you've just sung to your child or dog at bedtime or on a walk. A meal you've cooked with love for your family or a partner. A story shared with a close friend that brings laughter or tears of joy. These moments might not make headlines and might not have a destination, but they make life obviously richer and more beautiful, and that's the aim of the game. They are the moments where your gifts truly shine. So take the damn pressure off, because we only live once. And living in this rigid perfectionist, whatever you're striving for fame-wise, is just unhealthy, and quite frankly, no disrespect, and excuse my language, but who the fuck wants to be famous in this day and time anyway? I couldn't think of anything worse. Imagine the freedom of creating with the weight of external expectations, without the weight of external expectations, without the need for validation or applause. Imagine just creating simply because it makes you feel good, because it connects you to your essence, because it's an amazing emotional release, because it's a way to honor the divine spark within you. What a gift it is to create freely, period. What a joy it is to inspire yourself and those around you without tying your worth to how your work is received. Fame might bring visibility, sure, but authenticity brings peace. Listen, if fame comes your way, again, congratulations. That is an incredible accomplishment. But don't let the pursuit of fame overshadow the joy of using your gifts. You were born in the image of God, and your talents are a reflection of that divine beauty. So use them wholeheartedly to inspire yourself, to connect with others, and to bring light into the world. Not for superficial notoriety, but for the pure, beautiful purpose of creating. I know that self-promotion can often be hard, and that's the part where a lot of us fear the judgment of others. But if you can move out of your own damn way and even do the self-promoting because you ultimately believe in you, then that's quite all right too. Thank you for tuning into Unfiltered. I hope this episode inspires you to embrace your beautiful gifts for what they are: sacred, personal, and profoundly meaningful. Until next time, stay true to yourself, stay grounded in joy, and as always, stay unfiltered. Unfiltered.
Like you're in another world, like you zoned out. You know what I'm saying?